welcome back from our break. We got some amazing sponsors. I checked them out. Azan's Hair, Savvy's, and Savannah's Family Clothing. Dominic, we're coming at your shop. Okay, you guys, we've been talking quite a bit about women, and we're going to continue talking about women. But here's the question I want to ask you guys right now. Mike, what turns you on most about women?
What doesn't turn me on about women? There's so many places to start. We go from the toes to the eyelashes to the hair. Pick your part. I don't care, man. It all turns me on.
What is it, man? Okay, is it physically then? Is it the physical aspect?
Well, physicality is where you start, and then as you get to know someone, it's whatever turns you on. If they've got it, you're in heaven.
Okay, Jay.
Like you said, where do you start, right? I mean, first impressions are always, a nice smile, pretty smile. I'm always in the entertainment business, so usually when I'm out, I'm working, and that's usually involving partying. So,
so a drunken girl with a good smile?
No. You know what? I like a girl that can still walk and dance in heels by 2 o'clock.
Okay, good shot.
That's hard to find.
I don't know. For me, I think it's more so the simplicity of the woman. So smile as well too. I like eyes and lips. So if I see that and it catches me, that's it.
All right, Jay.
Well, I tell you that men have been, created to be attracted with the woman, and it's the differences about women and stuff like that. And I think for me, it's more about the visual appeal, and then
So please, you guys are disappointing me. It's all about the visual. Give me something a little bit more substantial.
You haven't gone to me yet, brother.
Okay, go ahead, Marcus. What gets you going, man?
Yin-yang earrings over here. For me, honest to God, is a woman who has embraced or dared to go into a deeper sort of question of life, the real why. Like a female, I always think of it like this. The male is always like, man has his will, women has her way. Man asks how, women ask why. I like a girl that intrigues me with her sort of philosophy of life. A woman who's it starts physical. I like, the physicality, the curves, especially the smile. That's the best curve on a woman, you know what I mean? But flexibility, a woman who's involved in yoga, who's flexible, for a couple more reasons.
That caught out.
Listen, bottom line, I'm a gymnast, man. So if I'm more flexible than the girl, there's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
I thought I was going to go into flexibility in terms of liking this and multi-diversification, being diversified.
Yeah.
But no, you want somebody with the legs behind the head then.
If you can do the pretzel.
Yeah, man. I want to be the one that can do that.
Okay,
flexible too.
Yoga girl. Okay, help me out here, because right now I think we're seeing a little bit, like the typical guys.
Yeah, it's okay. Visually, when you see a woman, there's the attraction aspect. Okay, do I think she's attractive? Yes, body, face, eyes, all that good stuff. But all of that gets diminished when she opens her mouth. Because if she is not a down-ass chick, then I don't want it. Because she's got to be cool. It's like you look for sprinkles of everything all at once, and I think that girls do it to us too. It's like, okay, can he hold a conversation? Can she hold a conversation? Can he look at me in the eye when I'm talking to her? Can she look at me in the eye when I'm talking to her? Does he have wit or cleverness to the way that he's speaking, so that he's not dry? He's actually pretty humorous but serious, but at the same time actually has my attention, right? That's the wit. And at the same time, it's like, is he more focused about what's her intention with me? Is her intention with me, to break it all down, it really comes down to how grounded she is with herself. So self-confidence, right? Self-confidence is a turn on. Humor, taking the jokes, not just giving, but being able to take it. That's good. Adventure,
How about
intelligence.
I must tell you, my brother. A woman, if she's not initially attracted to you, that thing stops right there. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I know that.
Yeah, let's stay with the woman, okay? So let's say she's attracted to you. When you're attracted, we're looking for attraction. What we're attracted and what turns you on. Now, what if you see a girl with a really nice, physical appearance, but the first thing she says when she opens her mouth is a whiny little voice. It's a loud voice. How important is a good voice to a woman?
A voice.
A voice.
Ooh, that's
She sounds good.
It's really important. The way she projects herself to you is really important.
How about a laugh? Now, Kashan, you were telling us a story at the studio. You have this friend, okay? And back at school,
Hold on. We're making this public. This is going on
That's all
camera.
right. But how does she laugh? How did the girl laugh? How did the girl laugh?
I don't want to describe it, man.
Come on, dude, laugh for it. You did it first. How did she laugh?
If you guys could imagine a continuous quacking sound.
Yeah, you did it for us. Now do it. Come on, come on, do it for us. How did she
We're all
laugh?
men here.
It was something like this. You have to plug your nose.
Okay.
So she has a Donald Duck going on.
Now, just say this girl is really fine looking, very physically attractive, but she laughs like Donald Duck, Elmer Fudd type of thing, okay? Could you date a girl with a bad laugh?
It was difficult.
You gotta take the good with the bad, you know. Like it's not just about the. If anything, like if you find beauty in her, then you take that laugh as something that you can appreciate about her. You know
It
what
could
I'm
be
saying?
the cutest laugh to you, you know what I mean? You could be like, when she squints her face up when she does it, you know, like, who knows, you know? Like,
Yeah?
maybe
Yeah.
she got the cute
I
nose
say
when she does it.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I think for each guy it's a little bit different, man. But,
Sometimes flaws turn out to be your favorite characteristic in a person. Like I've dated a girl who had a bit of a tooth that was prominent, but I loved it. Like it gave her character, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't like perfect cutout.
Yeah, man. Like I've heard people say like I love him. Like I've heard my female friends say I love him, my boyfriend, for his flaws. You know, I love him for those flaws. That's what makes him unique to me and special, and I appreciate him for those. I can't stand them, but I love them about him, and I wouldn't change him. So,
What's the most important characteristic that you would find in a woman?
what's the most important characteristic that I would hope to find in a woman?
A very, very healthy sexual appetite. Healthy.
Amen.
I ain't talking just physical.
Healthy on all levels. Looking at these girls and we came out of a cave, okay? How about honesty and sincerity? Someone with a good heart. You know she's never going to lie to you.
Loyalty.
Loyalty.
Loyalty
That's a big one.
is key because, like you said, like you asked that question earlier about if you wanted to take your girl out somewhere and someone was offering her to take her on a trip that was $3,000 and I'm just trying to take you to the keg for the night. You know what I mean? To have a fancy dinner, but in general, if there's a girl that's down for you and you have her attention when you need it, you're gonna give her attention when she needs it as well. And as long as she's there for you, that's the best quality you
Loyalty.
can
Do
ask
we all
for.
agree loyalty?
I think
Loyalty counts, absolutely, yeah.
Loyalty and respect.
Honesty. Someone who's not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll come.
But those are all
if she's down
given.
with
Those
you.
are all things that are given. Like you gentlemen, like we have our sixth sense. You know what I'm saying? And our sixth sense is what we perceive on women.
Yeah.
And we naturally only allow women to enter into our zone knowing that they've passed those characteristics, they've passed those laws, right?
I said, I don't buy that. And if the girl's good looking enough, she's going to go through the gatekeeper right away. Right?
not really.
Not necessarily, because our walls go up even more
Yeah.
knowing that the girl's fine, because then we got to be more careful and we're aware of what she's already dealt with to get to that confrontation between each other. A smart man will be conscious of that.
How do you test for honesty and loyalty?
You don't test.
Yeah.
You process. You go through process.
Right,
You live.
that's
You share
sixth sense.
communication. You don't study, but you allow. You let go and let God. You know.
The test comes with interaction. The more times you interact with that person, you see
just
how
happens.
that
plays out.
individual,
Absolutely.
reacts with her friends or maybe your friends and all, and the environment, the group environment, absolutely.
So
How she-
it's the vibe.
And then you
How she
process
carries
that.
herself.
Sixth sense.
No, let's say she's hanging around with a bunch of girls that you don't like and they're kind of free with themselves. Is that a good thing?
I think it just comes down to, it becomes instinctual. We've all been on a few dates, we've been with a few different women, and you kind of just build up this, you're calloused. You know what works for you and what doesn't, and you kind of phase through that. If she's out with a bunch of women that are up to no good, if that's been something that's burned you in the past, you'll probably cut it right there.
Totally, man. They say, "Show me your friends, I'll tell you who you are."
I like that term all the time.
Early in
Birds of a feather.
in the relationship, I like to do like some type of double date or some type of meet her friends. I want to see who she got around her, who's in her orbit per se, so that my sixth sense can pick up on a larger scale. You know what the general vibe of this girl is, and then eye contact, man. Like eyes tell no lies. You know what I'm saying? You look dead in a girl's eyes, and you will see if she's sincere, or if she's just a charmer.
Now, girls are cheating almost at a rate of guys are cheating now. If your girlfriend, the girl you've seen, cheats on you, do you give her a second chance?
I think it depends. For me personally, I think it depends on the circumstance. I'm more prone to probably say, yeah, let's try this again. That's if she's, sincere and she's like, yeah,
What kind of cheating are you talking
It
about?
really depends on the
That's my
situation, right?
question.
It really depends on the situation.
I mean, she up
Kind of cheating
in,
is like she didn't take your Twinkie type of thing, She
Took someone else's Twinkie.
Yeah, exactly right. you forgive. Can we forgive as male?
You can forgive, but you can't forget,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Let us not forget.
Like,
and
by,
it's the beginning of the end anyway. So
Exactly.
save yourself and her the child.
it's an integrity thing after that. It's like, do you value your own integrity?
Let's say now, for instance, you cheat on her, and you swear you're never going to do it again. Would you want her to forgive you?
Absolutely.
I probably wouldn't
Absolutely,
even
because you know
try.
what? I tell you, like women, you as a guy, you got this girl. You have an inkling that maybe she might go there. Yeah, it's just like girls,
Girls are
they
smoother
know.
with the cheating than guys are.
Oh, absolutely.
They're smoother. All right.
They're very clever.
Again,
they're
like
good.
we said, man has his will, but woman has her way. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. They're very, very, very
Could
good
you
at
date
that.
somebody who is smarter than you?
Smarter than you.
I mean, way smarter than you.
I love that, man.
for
I
sure,
love to
yeah.
learn.
Yeah.
Especially from the woman.
This
Like
is,
again, women are very
relative.
smart in a
Relative.
different way. They're very.
This is relative. It is-
Yeah, you could be
Intelligent.
intelligent. Yeah, that
She's
could be
smarter-
relative.
More intelligent.
Yeah.
But a smarter woman than you will also help bring you up.
Maybe you want to say
Bring you up.
accomplished.
Accomplished.
Maybe you want to say accomplished.
Accomplished, right. That's a
Maybe you
better.
want to say
Could you
accomplished.
date somebody and marry somebody who is making a substantially more money than you?
Absolutely.
No problem.
I don't see it being a relationship factor. I don't think that would affect a
I think
relationship.
eventually it might.
Yeah, I think it
eventually
will.
it might.
I think it could.
I think eventually it will. I don't mind starting off knowing that because it'll make me strive to continue
Right.
to prosper,
Right.
But it's not that big of a deal. Like you have to think about ego. That's where ego comes into play. Do you allow yourself the ego to overcome? You know how many problems you can cause in your relationship if you allow your alpha male egotistical tendencies to get in the way of allowing her to just be successful? Let her be.
But not only the male's part, the female part. Sometimes the females are not out of that mode because we're in the 21st century now. Like there's women that are getting more educated than men. They're going to university. They're getting the jobs. They're getting more accomplished for some reason, and that's another panel. But do these women want to take away their inert nature to be protected and be subservient to? And I say that in the just in the general sense. That are they going to take are they going to allow themselves to go with how the society is running right now?
Society's messed up right now, man.
Yeah.
I think it comes.
Society's
down
all confused.
I think it all comes down to individuality and communication. Again, like it's all in between each other, how you communicate and discuss
there
certain things,
roles?
right?
Again, individuality, aka ego, it all comes back to compatibility. And honestly, God, like being an astrologer, studying the esoteric science, I do not first question, but I do like to look at the girl's natal chart. And I even will sit down with like an actual consultant, and I'll just be like, hey man, can you give us some like unbiased sort of astronomical sort of advice here, like what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been humbled by the astrological findings and research that I've discovered. And one thing I've also realized is this whole idea of women now stepping into their alpha, this is all completely astronomical. For the past like 12,000 years, what has been happening is what's known as the suppression of the feminine. Once upon a time, the female was the heir of the throne, Cleopatra time, you know what I'm saying? And since then, we've had this left brain dominated society that put, creativity and suppressed the feminine energy.
So it's a women race and up.
Now the women is known as it's the rise.
So we
and
started talking about that alpha female type of energy going on out there. You've all felt it.
Mm-hmm.
You've all felt it. And you like it.
absolutely.
It's hot. It's attractive. I like
It is. It
I
is.
think it can
It
be,
is.
but
We
at
all
the same
just-
time, sometimes it's confusing.
It's confusing. It's very confusing. Now,
It can be.
Now, how would you like a woman to approach you first? Get rid of the whole nitty gritty that you have to do the pursuing. How would you like a woman to pursue you?
Oh man, that's a little different, right?
that is.
How would you like it?
It starts with that look and then that like biting of the lip, you know what I'm saying? It starts with that, all those little physical things, you know?
Okay,
He'll be looking at you at the other end of the bar and being like,
if the girl's making more money than you, you go out on a date. Why does you have to pay?
pass it on.
Out of respect and tradition, like
Depends who's
chivalry's not
asking.
dead. It's just the
Depends
girls
who's
think it
asking.
is.
Okay, chivalry's not dead. You think it's
Depends
dead?
who's asking. Depends. I don't think chivalry is dead.
I don't think so.